To enter an expense claim, open your business's book and go to Day-to-Day and Expense Claims. Users with employee permission only will see a cut-down version of the available options, seeing only those sections their permissions allow. Click Add to open a new expense form. Asterisk fields must be completed. Start with the employee and select your name from the drop-down list. Select a customer here only if all expenses will be made billable to this customer. If there will be more than one customer, leave this field blank and select the customer when the expense item is added to the table below. Enter a date for the transaction. Enter a reference code if relevant. The amount field is greyed out, signalling that its setting has been set elsewhere. Here, amounts are to be tax inclusive. Now enter your expenses into the table. Here you can choose to enter it by either its ledger account or by item. Check with your supervisor for the correct option to use. Let's enter the first expense by ledger account. Click on Add Account. Information from the header of the form and the settings of the ledger account will populate here. You can choose a customer or supplier here if needed. Now choose your ledger account, add a description, an amount, and if necessary, a tax code. You can continue and add notes about this expense. You can also attach a copy of your receipt, but before you do, you must first save the entry. At the top right of the screen, click the drop-down arrow and click on Save. You'll see a new button appear, Submit. We'll use this later. In the table, open the entry, which has now compressed to just one line, by clicking on it. Open your Computer's Explorer and go to your receipt folder and drag the receipt image into the attachments box. Click outside this entry box to save the addition. We'll now add another expense, and this time we'll use Add Item. If you need to add a customer and/or a supplier, you can do so here. Next, select the item. Information from the item setup and its underlying ledger account will now populate, like item price and tax code. Complete other relevant cells like description and quantity. You can continue to add notes about the expense, and if you want to attach the receipt, save the entry, open the line, and drag an image file to the receipt from your PC to the attachments area. If you have more expenses, then click on either Add Account or Add Item and complete the details. When all expenses are entered, click on Save. At this stage, the expense claim has been saved, but it has not been notified to the payer for reimbursement. This means that you can re-enter the transaction and make changes if required. When this expense claim is complete, click on Submit. In the summary table, you will see this expense claim with the status of submitted. At times, your expense may not be approved. Your expense claim will show the declined status listing. Open it and you'll see a reason for the decline in the header of the claim. To update the claim, click on Make Draft to edit. Then address the outstanding issues. When changes are done, click on Save and then Submit. Your claim can now progress in the approval and reimbursement process. Thanks for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please go to help.reckon.com or www.reckon.com/support.